City firefighters and police teamed up to respond to calls of illegal fireworks this weekend, but for one Southwest Bakersfield homeowner, in a matter of seconds, the damage was already done. City fire officials say they responded to at least 12 fireworks-related fires so far this holiday weekend, including one at this home near White Lane and Old River Road. The blaze happened around 11:30 p.m. Friday night, and arson investigators say illegal aerial fireworks landed on the home and ignited the dried-out shingles. The blaze spread inside, and the damage is estimated to be around $225,000.
They ought to be responsible for what they did. Step up to the plate. Whoever did it know who did it.
This was the worst year. It was like a war zone out here. The windows were rattling. It was really, really bad.
And those homeowners are now staying with family members as they try to figure out their next step. Covering America in Philadelphia this morning, a neighborhood is devastated over the loss of 4 children killed by a massive fire. It burned through the roof of this house as firefighters tried to down the flames, but the fire quickly engulfed a row of homes. In all, 8 homes were destroyed, and investigators are now working to try to figure out what exactly caused that fire. Well, it's a problem that city officials are trying to combat. After a busy holiday weekend, many of streets and parks are normally left trashed. 23 ABC's Leslie Marine is live from Jastrow Park with just how that park is looking after the 4th of July festivities. Good morning, Leslie. Leslie, thank you so much for that. Well, it's an anniversary that you probably weren't expecting. This is a show about nothing. Have a listen.
It's Seinfeld, premiering Thursday right after Cheers on NBC.
And on July 5th, 1989, NBC debuted a new sitcom that was built around stand-up comedian Jerry Seinfeld. And this weekend marks the show's 25th anniversary since it made its debut. Seinfeld became one of the most memorable sitcoms ever, bringing issues to life that stand-up comedians talked about, but sitcoms generally didn't, like how to eat snack food, for example.
Did you just double dip that shit?
We're not gay. Not that there's anything.
And Seinfeld ended its run in 1998. There's been no official reunion, but there are the reruns, of course. Well, starting tomorrow, local kids can embark on their own adventure into the past thanks to a series of camps being offered by the Buena Vista Museum of Natural History. And that museum is hosting 8 fun-filled science lessons for local area students in grades 1 through 6. The first one begins tomorrow and is called Dinosaur Week. Kids can learn everything they've always wanted to know about the massive creatures who lived more than 65 million years ago. Sessions will run Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day, and space is limited to 25 students per session. Each week-long session costs $85 per child or $75 for museum members. The cost includes a camp t-shirt, a snack, and camp materials as well. For more information on upcoming sessions and to register, go to sharktoothhill.org. Also happening tomorrow, a local organization will give the community a chance to enjoy a cup of coffee while learning about how to give children in need a voice of hope. The court-appointed special advocate, also known as CASA, they'll host a special event at the Starbucks on 1201 24th Street tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m. And they're hoping to bring awareness to the high rate of abused and neglected children in Kern County. The organization gives outreach opportunities, training classes for volunteers, and the hope to protect and ensure each child has a safe and permanent home. Coming up, the immigration debate heats up in Murrieta. Again, we'll tell you why residents don't want any immigrants in that city. Thanks, Leah. In Indianapolis, 7 people are recovering after shooting early yesterday morning. Police say they do have a man in custody and are questioning him right now. The shooting happened at 3 a.m. in an area popular for bar hopping. One of the victims is in critical condition. Independence Day brought out more angry protesters in Murrieta, and they're upset over the busloads of undocumented immigrants arriving in the Southern California town.
USA! USA! Stop illegal immigration!
Protesters and counter-protesters clashed over what the White House has called a humanitarian crisis. Tens of thousands of migrants from Central America, many of them children, are crossing into the U.S. illegally. They're being taken to Murrieta for processing at the Border Patrol Center there, and a second round of buses were expected to show up on Friday.
We're not going to stand for it. That's just how it is. There's thousands and millions of other people who've done it the right way.
Impoverished Europeans came here in droves in the 1800s and up to the 1900s, and now when we have refugee crises happening other places and they're trying to come through the borders, suddenly it's different because we have these divisions based on race, based on language, and based on chauvinism.
Now, the buses never did show up, but if they do return, protesters promise they will be there to greet them. For the most part, the protests were peaceful, but 5 people were arrested. And check this out. Have you ever seen fireworks from this perspective? Well, this was shot with a GoPro on top of a drone that was flying through a fireworks show. How cool would that be? What a view. I wish I was on that drone too. All right, well, coming up at Farmers Market and more for you to enjoy this weekend. We'll tell you all the events and the happenings that are going on around town. Also, Miss Kitty could live in a new forever home. We'll tell you all about her in today's Pet of the Weekend coming up next. Steinberg will show us the answer coming up. It is time now to take a look at some of the fun events and the happenings that are going on today around Kern County. If you're looking for fresh and tasty seasonal fruits and veggies, check out the Hagen Oaks Farmers Market. That is today from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Vendors there, they have a selection of items including fruits, veggies, honey, hummus, breads, and juices, all in the parking lot of the Kaiser Permanente on Ming Avenue. You can also enjoy a special showing of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory today at the Edward Stadium 14. The classic film tells the story of a boy named Charlie who wins a contest to tour the magical chocolate factory that is owned by Willy Wonka. Experience all the fun of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory today at 2 p.m. Tickets are $7.50 for adults and $7 for kids and seniors. If you have an event you'd like us to showcase during our What's Happening segment, just send us an email to events@kero.com. And if you're looking for a sweet little kitty to call home, check out Miss Kitty. She is adorable. She's the pet of the weekend this morning, so here she is.
We would like to introduce you to vaccinations, a microchip, and more.
Oh, Leah, we always say pets are adorable, but this
one that tugs at your heartstrings a little bit more, I think.
It does. It makes me cry. Miss Kitty. Oh.
Hope she finds a good home.
Hopefully.
Nice out there, Lindsay.
It is. We couldn't ask for better weather.
It's nice.
All right, Leah, thanks for that. Well, it's a problem that city officials are trying to combat. After a busy holiday weekend, many of streets and parks are normally left trashed. 23 ABC's Leslie Marina is live from Jastrow Park with just how that park is looking this morning. Good morning, Leslie.
And take it back home with you.
All right, Leslie, I do remember it was looking pretty filthy when you were out there in the 6 a.m. hour. Now it's looking pretty beautiful. Did you pick up yourself? Clean up the mess?
No, you know what? I wish I would have, but I actually saw a city crews actually came in, and they're right behind me actually right now. They came in and just cleaned up the entire thing. I was gone for about 20 minutes, cleaned up everything by the time I got back.
It looks perfect now, spick and span. Leslie, just to eat up some time, how was your 4th of July weekend?
Lindsay, it was great. I went to a Blaze game for the first time.
Good.
So that was nice. The fireworks show was cut a little bit short, but it was really nice. I know you went to Temecula.
Yes.
That's my favorite place to go for wine tasting.
Yes, exactly. That's where I saw the fireworks there. It was perfect. It was beautiful. And all right, girl, I hope you get back here safely. Well, coming up, we'll take another look at your weekend weather with 23 ABC's Leah Steinberg. Also, a little girl being hailed a hero. Why an 11-year-old is making headlines and why police were surprised when they went to help her. We'll have that and more when Kern County's only local weekend morning news returns. Meanwhile, a South Arkansas woman celebrated her 116th birthday on Friday with a cake, a party, and a new title. She's officially the oldest confirmed living American and second oldest person in the whole world. Gertrude Weaver spent her birthday at home at Silver Oaks Health Rehabilitation in Camden, Arkansas. That's about 100 miles southwest of Little Rock. And this year's festivities included the new award from a research group which analyzed U.S. Census records to determine that Weaver is in fact the oldest living American. Weaver cited 3 factors for her longevity: trusting in the Lord, hard work, and loving everybody. Good advice there. And here's a look at what's coming up in just a few minutes on Good Morning America.